plays, all right?
You gotta listen and you gotta execute.
I already feel good about me. I'm good.
Just call it.
What's going on? This is Coach Markus Pro Fan Talk, and we are doing some lunchtime mock drafts. I'm going to take a couple of minutes, go through a couple of mock drafts. I'm going to do a live mock draft this evening, probably around 9, 10 o'clock, probably around 9 o'clock. Kind of honing in on, what our thoughts are, what I think Howie Roseman is going to do. But at the end of the day, I have no freaking clue. Nobody does. We don't have a clue what Howie's going to do. I just know that he's going to do the right thing by the Eagles, and I'll just leave it at that. But this is part of the fun and getting ready for the draft. So what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to get in deep tonight about like who I'm picking, what I'm looking for. But right now, the thing I wanted to do was I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 draft simulators up. I've got the my first time using the ESPN draft simulator. I just found this today. Looks pretty clean, so I'm gonna mess around with it. But so we got the ESPN draft simulator. Then we got Sportskeeda draft simulator. Now this is the one that's probably the most common. I see this kind of format the most. Now I'm thinking that they go to another site and pull this information, because if you go to the Pro Football Sports Network, this is the same format. This is the exact same format as this one. I don't know if it's going to be pulling the same information. I'm not sure. But we got Sportskeeda, we got Pro Football Sports Network, and finally we got the NFL Mock Draft Database. Now I like this one, the way this looks too. And really the ones I use the most is really the ones that don't have all of these freaking ads on it, because they're annoying. But in any case, so we got 4 different ones, and we got 2 of them that basically use the same, I guess, algorithm, or pulling from the same database. I don't know. But we're going to go through it and see what happens. So I'm not doing any trades. I'm doing all computer. And I'm going to see if I can let the computer, because a lot of these, they might make you choose a team. Some do, some don't. Let me see. So this is choose your team. So this one, the ESPN, I am not choosing a team. Let's see if we can go with this. We're loading up the draft. Okay. So here we go. So, yep. So my team is Philadelphia Eagles. So let's go ahead and start that. Let's go to this one. Going fast. Enter draft. Let me see if this will let me. Okay, so this one, I did not pick a team, so it's going to roll with it. Cool. So I'm going to do the same thing with the Pro Football Sports Network. I'm not going to pull a team, and I'm just going to roll with it. No team. And that started. And then the last one, Mock Draft Simulator, we're going to select none if it lets you do that, and I don't think it does. Now you got to pick one, 24, 25. Okay, so I'm going to pick the Eagles. And there we go. 2025, 7 rounds, pre-draft. We'll go fast. Standard in the draft room. There we go. And start. Travis Hunter's out already. Also, what I'm looking for is which ones let me see what happened. This is still going. All right, so this is my pick. So I got a pick right here. So I'm looking at, for me, my first pick, because I'm going to try little ones. Not little ones, but I'm going to try some different little differences in what I do. So for this one, I have to make a pick. I'm going to keep the pick because I'm going to try some more where I trade the picks in the first round, because I kind of think that that's what Howie's going to do. Howie's going to attempt to trade up from 32. However, right here, I'm staying. This is the ESPN Draft Simulator. I am going to stay at this pick. So I'm at pick 32. I'm looking for an edge, and we got Shamar Stewart. Let's go to edge. We got Shamar Stewart. We got Jordan Birch. We got Oladeju, and we got Nick Scourton. Now, Nick Scourton was the one I was looking at a lot, but I'm going to pick the best player on the board at that position. And I'm going to go Shamar Stewart from Texas A&M. And I'm going to make that selection, draft player. All right, we get that back. We're going to come back there at 64. This one's still going. This one's still going. All right, no trades. So we get out of there. And my pick at 32. Now look at this one. Everybody's gone. Iziraku is there. Scourton is there. 32 and 38. Suggestion. I'm going to take the kid from Boston College, the best available. I'm going to draft him. And we're going to let it roll. This one's still rolling. This one's still rolling. Draft Simulator, I'm at 34. 64. Okay, there we go. So now, quarterback, tight end. Okay, so do I draft for a tight end or do I draft for a safety with my second pick at pick number 64? What do I think the need is greatest? I think the need is greatest at tight end. So I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go Arroyo. I like Terrence Ferguson, though. Man, damn. I like that dude. I like Terrence Ferguson because I like the way he blocks. He's a big body and he can block. But damn it, Elijah Arroyo is just ridiculous. So I'm going to go ahead and take Arroyo. All right, they're done. They're done. Let's go here. Skip that. We're at 34. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm looking for a tight end. Mason Taylor is available. That's the second time that Mason Taylor has been available at pick 64. So I am definitely taking Mason Taylor at tight end. Now that I got the tight end, I'm going safety. They're still going around. This one is done. I'm going to take a look at these two. All right, pick 3, 96. I'm going safety. Let's see, how quick can we edge, tight end? Terrence Ferguson still on the board too. Wow. Cornerback, Quincy Riley. Safety, Jalen Reed from Penn State. Got him. I'll take him. No trade. Harold Fannin Jr. I like Harold Fannin at tight end, but I just think he's not big enough to come in. He's more like put him at receiver. I don't think he's going to do a very good job blocking in the NFL his first year. But so we got our tight end here because we got Mason Taylor on this draft. So let's look for a safety. Makuba, Ransom, Bowman, Sanker, Reed, that kid Reed from Penn State. I just got him in that other draft. The guy from Texas is still available. Take the best available. Ooh, my Ohio State guy is there. Let's take Makuba from Texas. Let's get that draft pick and keep it moving. All right. Next one, we got the safety. We're going to go offensive lineman. Offensive lineman or D tackle. I think right now we're going to go O-line, maybe interior O-line. Offensive tackle, center guard. Do we go interior? Let's go interior because we need to swing, really. Seth McLaughlin. Dylan Fairchild. I like him. I like Fairchild from Georgia. I'm going to take him. I'm going to skip Seth McLaughlin and Slater. I'm going to go Dylan Fairchild. I'm going to make that pick. And go back here. Now we're looking for a tackle. Let's see. Tackle. Edge, safety, running back. Interior O-line. There we go. Dylan Fairchild is available here again. Got him. I'll take that. I'll take that pick. So let's see what else we got. Let's take a look at these. So who do we get? McMillan with number 1. See, this is no. Tennessee is going Cam Ward. They're not going to pick a wide receiver with that quarterback. This doesn't make sense. What does the other one say? So this one says Cam Ward. That Just sometimes they just do stupid stuff. Will Campbell. So Cam Ward goes to the in this one. Cam Ward goes to the Giants. Abdul Carter goes to the Patriots. Wow. Travis Hunter goes to the Jags. Jalen Walker, Emin Wari goes to the Jets. That's a good get for the Jets if it rolls like that. James Pierce. I was hoping some way, shape, or form James Pierce falls to the Eagles. Some way, shape, or form, but I don't see that happening. But I don't understand why the Saints would not go get a quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Um, Now in this one, they get Shador. To me, that's what's going to happen. I think Shador is going to end up with the Saints at number 9. That's what I really see happening. But we're all guessing. So this Sportskeeda one, I ain't trusting this one. Siobhan Ravel, cornerback from East Carolina. No, I do not like that pick whatsoever. Genty to the Cowboys. Oof. Shador Sanders to the Colts. Now, see, this is what, yeah. I don't know about that one. I don't think Shador Sanders is going to last that long. But that's just me. So let's go back to this other one. All right. Can we go to the next page, round 2? Let's see what you did for round 2. Let's go back to our pick. And we're going. Keep going on our pick. We got our 161st pick. And I think this will be the last pick. I think the rest of them will be gone. So this is about as far as I'm going to go. And I'm going to go for a D tackle. Defensive line. Broughton from Texas, another guy from Texas. Peggs from Mississippi. Elijah Roberts from SMU. Cross from Notre Dame. Hamilton from O State. Burrow Jr. from Miami. Tafuna from Utah. Take the best available. And then I think I'm going to stick with the 5. I'm not going to go further than that. Position, D tackle. All right. Now, see this one, very similar. Tafuna is right there. I like Tafuna, but I'm going to take the kid from O State. Player, and we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it there. So we got our 5 picks. On the team picks. There we go. And just let it, I'm going to go ahead and just pick the best available. Edge, safety, we'll go another D tackle, just the interior offensive lineman. You know what? I'll take Slater. Running back, no. We'll take the kid from inside O-line. I'll take the kid from LSU. And lastly, I'll just take. We didn't take anybody on offense. Oh, we did. We took the Mason Taylor. That's right. Yeah, I'm not even worried about these last couple picks on this one. Just the top 5, but just to get out of it. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. I don't necessarily agree with a lot of these picks. This edge from Ohio State. 6'4", 265. He's got good size. He's got good speed. Yeah, you just got to do a lot of homework and go watch some highlights and some workouts and things of that nature. And you kind of get deep with it. But this is the stuff that I'm talking about with some of these mock drafts, because you never know. McMillan, a wide receiver, 6'5", 210, wide receiver going to Tennessee. That's not going to happen. Tennessee we already know they're picking Cam Ward, number 1 pick. So there's a good probability of that. So in this particular case, this mock draft is all jacked up. It's all jacked up. Cam Ward goes to New York. So you mean to tell me Tennessee and Cleveland are going to pass up on a quarterback? I don't know if that's going to happen. So, So we'll see. We'll see. But this was fun. And when I do this tonight, I'm going to talk about other things tonight too, but I'm going to formulate a little bit more of a strategy in the game plan. Right now, I'm just clicking buttons to see what the computer's thinking. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to do a little bit more homework, get into it. There's a lot more stuff to go over. We're going to talk about more about the visits. We're going to talk more about the potential, maybe some potential trades, things of that nature. Because when you're talking about the NFL draft, rarely, very rarely, does it go according to plan. Very rarely. Something's going to happen. Somebody's going to upset the apple cart. Things are going to fall. People are going to get skipped. Draft picks might be dropping. There is a very real possibility that Shedeur Sanders could drop a lot just from all of the hearsay and the talk that's been going along. And it shouldn't, because somebody's going to miss out on getting a quarterback. And it's going to be another I told you so. And I think this is a lot of just noise that these teams are throwing out there and narratives that they're trying to start. Because let's be honest, these teams are using social media as a weapon now. They want to control the narrative and control the information on who thinks what's going to happen. They've always done that. Before it was in the papers, then it was on the radio, now it's on social media. And social media gets the most amount of visibility out of all of them now. So you can try to steer the narrative or control which way the water flows in some situations. And if you can cause a team to drop or skip a pick or do something that they wouldn't normally do to move up or down, things can happen. So all of this is just everybody got their pieces on the board. They try to maneuver. This is a game of chess. And you see, or you will see, who's got the best mind for this. So we're 2 weeks away, and a lot of moves are going to continue to happen. I don't put a lot of stock into the visits and stuff like that because everybody's getting visits. So what does that mean? To me, it's like everybody's going in the transfer portal. Just as an analogy, does that mean when they get to wherever they decide to go to school next, they're going to be good? No, absolutely not. They could break an ankle walking up the steps or not get along with the people there too. So there's a lot of different things that can happen in this draft. Everybody's smoke and mirrors, especially the closer you get to the draft. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. So, all right, we'll do more tonight. Talk to y'all later. Go Birds.